This is the wrestling drama we all want, we all need. This is AJ Ferrari versus Carter Starocci. In this video, I'll be dissecting this entire beef. I'll be telling you where it started, where it lies now, and where I think it's eventually gonna go. Now, for these of you guys who do not know, Carter is the returning, defending, four-time wrestling NCAA national champion, which of course is a very rare feat. You might have heard of Yanni Diakmahalis. He's another four-timer. Kyle Dake, he's another four-timer. His teammate Aaron Brooks was even a four-timer. But something cool about Starocci, he actually can come back. He's going to be like the only one in history to be able to complete 5. COVID year, therefore, when he kind of won it, he basically had a free year of wrestling. And when he won it, I mean, now he can have 5 this year. So there's a lot of speculation on if he's actually going to come back to college wrestling or go into the fighting space. And he's almost kind of on, not that, of course, he's not on the same track as Ferrari, but Ferrari is another guy who wrestled. They actually won their national title in the same year, Ferrari and Starocci. And they're both interested in fighting, of course. They're both interested in just the martial arts, aspect, and maybe going to the UFC or other promotions and just fighting and taking over the world over there. But now for this year, there has been some beef. It's called speculation that at 174, Starocci was actually going to move up. Instead of eating salads all year, staying super lean, he was just going to eat a bunch of steaks and move up a weight. And we were thinking, okay, how far up is he going to go? Is he going to go just 84? Or is he going to go 97? And if he goes 197, AJ Ferrari is coming back. He committed recently to Cal State Bakersfield, which it's super random. You can see him here doing the splits here. Listen, I don't know what kind of deals are going on, or kind of maybe if that's the only school that like wanted to get him. But regardless, that's where he lies. And Penn State and Bakersfield, there's basically no way, I don't think, that they'd ever wrestle each other unless they're at nationals. However, there's an all-star classic of the Flow event that they put on, which basically Flow basically picks like the top wrestlers at like each weight. Even D2, they had a D2 matchup last year, and basically what they do, they just have not necessarily a dual format, but it's just all-stars. You start at 125, you go to 133, and it ranges from a whole bunch of different schools, and it's basically all-star matchups. Now, this would be the only way for them to wrestle. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back in time. Let me tell you how this beef got started. So Starocci posted that he's going to go up a weight. So he's been eating, beef, steak, whatever it is, just, putting it out there like, hey, he's not going to stay at 174 this next year. However, Ferrari, Mr. Fast Twitch, posts, you can see in this video on Instagram, breaking news, Mr. Fast Twitch is preparing a comeback to take his throne of 197 pounds. Nobody wants the smoke. There's a lot of talk about some little punk kid, Carter Starocci, bumping up. A safe recommendation for Carter is to stay down at 174 or 184 pounds. Don't come up to 197 pounds. You can't handle this horsepower. And this was handled by an extravagant amount of emojis here, which is one of his favorite things to post. And you really don't see much, wrestling smack talk. And of course, that's kind of Ferrari's, it's his whole persona, right? And something about Starocci is he's not going to stand for that shit. Now, that was basically like a week ago, and within that time, before Starocci actually responded, Ben Askren made a video over on his channel, basically talking about it and what he thinks Carter should do. And basically what Ben said to do, Starocci did. Of course, it's like I think Starocci was planning on doing it regardless, but it's super cool that, like, heck, basically what Ben said, like, it's actually going to happen. It's actually going to go down. Let me play a clip.
I'm a sucker. I'll go for it. Who doesn't love some trash talk? Ohio State, Penn State, I think it was in 2017 when it was like the greatest duel of all time, and Kyle Snyder said, so I can't remember what the quote was, like, we're coming, we're bringing hell with us or something, and then the heavyweight match, it came down to the heavyweight match where I think if you got tech fall, they would have won. It was like, we built up to this is awesome. Listen, you can say whatever you want. I know wrestling sometimes we get very conservative, but everyone loves some trash talk. We really, really, really do. So, but if I was Carter Starocci, Carter, I know you called me a blowbag. I don't even know what that means, but nevertheless, I don't dislike you, so I'm gonna give you some good advice here. Say, hey, AJ Ferrari, Mr. Slow Twitch. Mr. hasn't been in a college wrestling match for a couple of years. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll see you at the All-Star Classic. You guys can get money, right? If you say, hey, AJ Ferrari, I might go 184, but I don't need to be 197 pounds to whoop your ass. I already won 4 national titles. you're going to be easy work. We're all going to get pumped up. We're all going to get excited.
Now, when Starocci responded via Instagram, this was literally like, it was 15 hours ago from right now, making this in the morning of the next day. This came out last night. And it reads, been focusing on training, recovery, business recently. But here we are again. Another has-been NCAA champ that needs added to my collection. All-Star Classic. It's at Penn State this year because they want the king showing out again. Just notify the city district so the youth can stay a safe distance away. I'll go up and wait just to bend you over in front of the world. I know you're broke, desperate, and horny. Lawyers are expensive, so let's put it all on the line. Winner takes the entire match purse. On top of that, we each put up $300,000. Winner takes all. Loser goes back to talking shit on social media. And finally, when I win, you must tattoo Starocci is my natty daddy in bold on front of your chest or post in your bio for 665 days. Sorry, girls, please forgive me. I have changed. 190 pounds. You started it. I'll finish it. Agree to my terms, and I'll smash your face. And speaking of 665, you guys can get up your deadlift. Checking out some Rise Protein, code Cayden for 15% off. Back to the vid. And on his post, his last post was a certificate award for Starocci. That's the University of Nobody Wants You. With you guys can kind of read there of what he has been accused of. But there's a lot of things to dissect off of this Starocci post. So he called him out for the All-Star Classic. Again, this is kind of the only way that they would wrestle, and it's at Penn State. So you know that the crowd is going to be in Starocci's favor. They're going to be booing Ferrari, and heck, I don't know what Ferrari would kind of do because of that, but something like the Soldier Salute, I feel like it's going to be the same thing. Now he said, just notify the city district so the youth can stay a safe distance away. He says, I know you're broke, desperate, and, he said lawyers are expensive, so let's put it all on the line. Now, when Starocci starts talking about the money, he goes, winner takes the entire match purse. So I wonder how much Flow is going to pay these guys to wrestle at the All-Star Classic, or if that's how it works. I'm not sure if boosters put their money together. It's really unbeknownst to the public. Like, we really don't know. But in addition to that, it's definitely less than $300K, but he says on top of that, we each put up $300K. Like, I don't know, if you guys just have an extra $300K just sitting like under your pillow, but $300K is a lump sum of money. Like, you can get a brand new decked out Lamborghini Aventador with $300,000. I'll tell you what, if I was Starocci and I won, I'm getting getting myself a Ferrari actually. Why not, right? And also the tattoo is crazy. There's no way Ferrari would get a tattoo if he loses that says Starocci is my natty daddy. But I think like by having that in your bio for 665 days, that's a lot to digest. But also we got to think too. Starocci is a 174 going up, basically two weights. And he didn't say 197. He said meet at 190 pounds. That's 7 pounds less, of course, than 197, but that's a good happy middle. But the thing is, a lot of people in the comments were saying he doesn't know. They don't know if like Ferrari, like, can he actually make 190 pounds? I don't know. And because this is like one of those things where it's like, it's a great call out and it makes complete sense. But I don't think Ferrari's going to accept. I simply don't. I don't think he's going to put up $300,000, and I don't think he wants to do it at Penn State. I don't think he wants to go to 190. But again, this is Starocci. He's going to win. Starocci will win if Ferrari does not go to the All-Star Classic and basically accept the terms. Like, I don't know what he could do. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to get the discussion rolling. But regardless, this is a very, very interesting situation that I am so hyped for. A lot of you guys might be saying too, like, this is stupid. These guys should have more class. Listen, there's a reason I'm making this video. There's a reason that this gets so much engagement, is because people really care. This makes people want to care. But how would the match go? If this match does go to fruition, oh, dude, I don't think it's going to happen. I just do not think this match is going to happen. I hope it does. But as far as the match, Starocci is phenomenal. He's number one, pound for pound, right? But we haven't seen, again, we haven't seen Ferrari really in competition in a while. Dang strong, we know that. Oh, I'm getting a call. You want to be on a video? Say something about the Ferrari versus Starocci drama. Give me one line.
It's great for the sport.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
You know, everyone has their own way of, you know, like the self promotion or like promoting an event and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think him doing that stuff is great. Not exactly the words I probably would have used. Maybe went a little further. Like, there's no way I would bet a tattoo on my chest or, I don't know, say some of the things he said. General concept, I think, great for the sport. You
Awesome.
got to draw attention and storylines.
Yes, sir. But that is going to end off today's video. Yes, I did a fit change. I just got a morning lift in. I'm super busy with school just starting. Of course, we have our first practice today too. And of course, you know, trying to do this content. So there's a lot going on, but thanks guys so much for sticking to the end. Thank you so much to the patrons supporting me over on there. Please subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Liking this video, commenting, everything helps me out. Thanks guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next video.
Let me know if you on skate. Rollin' with a gang. Tully, man, you shade. Told it with a gang. 40 in my drink.